Have you ever looked at the pyramids and wondered who built them? What if everything you've ever believed about ancient Egypt was based on a modern lie? The pyramids, Tutankhamun's mask, Cleopatra's legacy. For centuries, ancient Egypt has been a symbol of mystery and greatness. But behind all that glory lies a question most people are afraid to ask. Were the ancient Egyptians black, white, or something else entirely? Today, we break down the myths and reveal the historical truth the world often ignores.
The racial identity of ancient Egypt. Myths, misconceptions, and hidden truths. What if everything you've ever believed about ancient Egypt was based on a modern lie? The pyramids, the golden mask of Tutankhamun, Cleopatra's elegance. For generations, ancient Egypt has captured the imagination of the world. But beneath the surface of history lies a deeply controversial and emotional debate. A debate about race, identity, and the legacy of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever known.
So here's the real question. Were the ancient Egyptians black, white, Middle Eastern, or something else entirely? Hooked by a modern lens, how we got it so wrong. In our modern world, we often look at the past through today's lens. We categorize everything and everyone by skin color, race, and nationality. But here's the truth. The people of ancient Egypt did not see themselves through the lens of race like we do today. They identified by region, language, class, and tradition. But over time, their image has been distorted by Hollywood, textbooks, and political agendas.
Misconception 1. Egyptians were white, like in the movies. From the Ten Commandments to gods of Egypt, we've been flooded with portrayals of pharaohs and queens as white-skinned Europeans with British accents. But look at the actual art left behind, on tomb walls and temple pillars. What you see are people with reddish-brown to dark brown skin tones, curly hair, African features, depicted with purpose and symbolism, not racial bias. Truth? Hollywood sold us fantasy. History shows us diversity.
Misconception 2. If they had dark skin, they must have been Nubian. This is one of the most emotionally charged myths. Whenever statues or murals show a dark-skinned pharaoh, some claim that's not a real Egyptian, he must have been Nubian. But that assumption is both historically inaccurate and dismissive. Egypt's southern region, Upper Egypt, had naturally darker-skinned populations. And yes, Nubians did rule Egypt during the 25th dynasty, but that doesn't mean only foreigners had dark skin. Fact: skin color varied widely based on region, family lineage, and environment.
Misconception 3. We know the truth. DNA says they were Middle Eastern. You may have seen headlines about DNA studies on Egyptian mummies showing Middle Eastern ancestry. But here's what most articles don't tell you. Those samples were mostly taken from northern Egypt. They came from later dynasties when Greek and Roman influence was heavy. Mummy DNA is notoriously difficult to preserve, leading to small sample sizes. Truth: genetics give us clues, but not definitive answers, and ancient Egypt was never ethnically isolated.
Misconception 4. Ancient civilizations were racially pure. Many people want to claim ancient civilizations to feel pride in their roots, but this often leads to dangerous, oversimplified narratives. Ancient Egypt was a melting pot. They traded with Mesopotamia, fought wars with Libya, married into Nubian and Levantine royalty. They were part of an interconnected world. Truth: the greatness of ancient Egypt came from its diversity, not racial purity. Why this matters today? This isn't just about the past. It's about how we see ourselves now. For centuries, Black communities have been denied their rightful place in global history. For just as long, Eurocentric retellings have monopolized narratives of greatness. When we correct these distortions, we're not rewriting history, we're restoring it. Imagine a young African student seeing a pharaoh who looks like him. Imagine realizing the builders of pyramids weren't just mathematical geniuses, but also people of color. Imagine reclaiming a history that belongs to all of us.
So who were the ancient Egyptians, really? The answer isn't simple, and maybe that's the point. They were African, they were Mediterranean, they were desert dwellers, farmers, astronomers, soldiers, and poets. Some were dark-skinned, others were lighter. They were not one race, but one civilization bound by a powerful culture, religion, and identity. Their story is not just Egypt's, it's the world's.
Final words for the viewer. So, the next time you see a movie pharaoh with blue eyes, or hear someone claim Egyptians weren't African, remember this. History is not owned by those who speak the loudest. It belongs to those who seek the truth. If this video helped challenge what you thought you knew about ancient Egypt, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and let us know in the comments. What do you think the world has misunderstood about ancient civilizations? So next time you look at a pyramid, or a golden mask, or a statue of a mighty pharaoh, ask not what color their skin was. Ask what their story truly was. Because the past is not black and white. It's so much more. If this story changed the way you see history, like this video, share it, and subscribe my channel, Stories and More. And tell us in the comments, what other truths should the world uncover? Thank you for watching this video.